Hey, this is Nicolosi. As promised, I'm creating a tutorial series on the Gain Computer module. I'll show you how you can use it to create all kinds of dynamic processors. Here I have Logic Pro running on macOS with a simple drum loop and Mela inserted as an audio effect to process this drum loop. And this is what it sounds like. In the processor chain, I have audio in, followed by gain computer, then gain module, and finally audio out. Now, what is gain computer? A gain computer is a component inside Dynamics processors which analyzes input audio to calculate how much gain reduction or expansion needs to be applied to the signal. And this gain computer module does exactly that. It doesn't process audio, instead it generates corresponding modulation signal based on these parameters. And we also have this gain module, which is designed to work well with the gain computer module. But you don't have to use that module, and you can modulate any parameter of any module. Now, let's review the interface. Gain computer has three tabs: transfer, envelope, and target. On transfer page, we have transfer graph with standard controls such as threshold, ratio, knee, and range. The range parameter sets the maximum amount of gain reduction or expansion that will be applied to the signal. And well, we'll come back to that. And finally, you can set the type, processor type, compressor or expander. Next, we have an envelope tab where we have time control such as attack, release, hold, and we can also set a detector type to be RMS. The oscilloscope displays the gain reduction, or more precisely, it displays modulation signal. And if the range is set to minus 24 dB, the modulation signal is from 0 dB to minus 100%. And if it's set to a positive value, then it goes from 0 to plus 100%. And when it's positive value, that's when you're doing upward compression or upward expansion. Finally, we have targets tab, which is standard, which has a standard interface like all modulators in Mela. Okay, and the gain module has down and up sliders, and down goes from 0 to minus 100%, and this corresponds to reducing gain from 0 to whatever range is set to, in this case 24 dB, it will reduce to minus 24 dB, and up does the opposite, it goes from 0 to 100%. And you want to configure gain and gain these range parameters of gain computer and gain in such a way that they match, so that when you're modulating the down slider, down parameter with 100%, you will get the gain reduction you want. And so when the range, gain computer's range is set to negative value, you want to modulate down parameter. Otherwise, you want to modulate the up parameter. Okay, so let's hear what our compressor sounds like. And note that gain computer is not doing any audio processing. It's simply passing the audio signal through, and the gain module is doing the actual processing. And it's doing that because it has its down parameter modulated. Okay, let's adjust parameters and let's hear what it sounds like. We can use this gains on parameter to bypass our compressor and compare it to the original signal. And in this case, we can also use the up slider to compensate for the gain reduction. Okay, so let's try the expander processor type. Okay, that's all for now. Like and share if you found this useful. For any questions, leave a comment below. See you next time.